Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with this channel or are watching this platform for the very first time, is that here on this platform, we discuss everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions. But not everyone uses logic. For that reason, it is why it is called uncommon sense. I just want to let everyone know that I'm currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And I see we already got some chatter in the chat. Okay. Good evening, Denise. Thank you very much for stopping by. And we also have the presence of the fearless, outspoken Hazel. And we also have another person. We have the presence of the mulatto Josh. Good evening, sir. I think this is the first time that you're here on my platform. I just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. And of course, you got trolls because you told them to shut the. Oh, daughter, you are that hard without a doubt. And and that's first of all, I'm gonna ask. Oops. Okay. Oops. Just give me a moment. Okay. Okay. Yes, people. Let's get the lights up, please. Thank you very much, daughter. Okay. Now, first of all, before we get into the topic, I just want to give, as always, a huge shout out to all the people who have subscribed to my channel. I continue to slowly grow, slowly but surely gain more subs. I now have 117. So I just want to say thank you very much. And I don't know. I think both of you are equally outspoken, but that's neither here nor there. So I'm going to ask that if you have not done so, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do create content, you will have the opportunity to either catch my material live or catch it by the playback on the playback. First of all, I just want to acknowledge the fact there's already 4 people watching this stream, and I just want to say thank you very much. Now, before we get into the topic, I'm just going to give you a little self-reflection. I'm slowly approaching the end of season 3, and it's been hard to believe. It's been almost a year that I have been a serious YouTube creator. And the fact of the matter is, I am perfectly amazed and I'm humbled by the amount of love I've gotten from many people. And I also am deeply humbled by the amount of support. I'm also deeply humbled by the fact that all of you have seen fit to allow me into your devices, which I find absolutely amazing. Because I'm basically, according to Denise, I'm an ancient person that belongs in the senior citizen home. But you know what? There'll be a time for me to retire soon enough, and I'll be doing uncommon sense. Even if I had to do uncommon sense in a home for the aged. Now, when I started my journey, um, there were certain things I was not aware of. I did not know that I was going to have haters, but any serious YouTube creator are going to have haters. There's going to be people who will not like your content for whatever reason. whether because it's too boring, whether it's too bland, whether it's not wretched enough, whether it's not people arguing like a audible version of Jerry Springer. Um, that was never the mission of my platform. The mission of my platform is that to provide a safe zone for everyone to share their point of views. And we can have views where we may not necessarily agree, but that is okay. The thing is, we need to be agreeable when we disagree, and that is the key. Because even in disagreement, we can learn a great deal. Also, I was not aware that I will have to like block people from my channel because there are people who choose to be disrespectful towards me and disrespectful towards my guests. I also have to deal with certain individuals who try to get on my platform to create havoc. As long as I am the host and creator of this platform, that's not going to happen. Have I made mistakes? Yes, I have. Have I had disagreement with others? Yes, I have. But for the most part, uh, we would have been able to discuss our disagreements with mutual respect and understanding. So I'm going to ask again, if anyone has not done so, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever I do go live, you will have the opportunity to do so. And it's not mandatory, but if you are so inclined to give a donation, you can give it to my cash at dollar sign cute one and Y. So far, no one has done so. Hopefully, someone will do so in the near future. Now, um, now we're going to get into the main topic. As you saw in the thumbnail, um, tonight's topic is why do we have trolls? And that's something that every serious YouTube creator has to face. Whether it be myself, whether it be Latin explaining, whether it be the radical Latino or any other person that has a platform, they have to deal with trolls. But before we can get into discussion, let me give you the definition. What is a troll? Before I do that, what I'm going to do is oops, drop the link, and if anyone, excuse me, okay, if anyone wishes to join the panel, they're perfectly free to do so. Now, let me just, excuse me, just give me a moment. Because unfortunately, as Denise like to say, I'm as slow as molasses. Okay, now the word. Okay, let me define what a troll is. In internet slang, a troll is a person who posts inflammatory, insincere, digressive, extraneous, or off-topic messages on an online community. Um, with the intent of provoking readers to display emotional responses or manipulating others' perception. This is particularly for the troll's amusement or to achieve a result such as disrupting a rival's online activities or manipulating a political process. Now, let me give you, in general, there are two types of trolls. There are trolls who enter um, off comments. Okay, now let's see what Denise had to say. Remember what trolls used to say? You'll not even get the 100 subs. You are over the hump. Yes, that's right. In fact, I have 117. So there. Okay. But to continue with what um, there are two types of trolls. There are trolls that could be humorous, say off comic remarks regarding a person's age or a person's physical appearance or a person's speech patterns, so to speak. And Denise said, I love trolls. They are my gasoline. Well, you know what? God bless you, daughter. I mean, in all fairness, I don't mind trolling if it's lighthearted. When it gets to be messy, when it gets to be very offensive. Now, let me just, I'm going to share you some information. Now, I came across an article on Bite Size. Now, I admit it's a little old. It was dated November of 2019. But I'm just going to read you starting from the second paragraph. But the internet has also brought new ways of communicating negatively that were impossible when means weren't delivered by carrier pigeon. We're talking internet trolls. In children's stories, a troll is an angry, antisocial monster hiding under bridges, ready to snatch up girls called Billy. Instead, the internet trolls hide behind their computers or phones and they go out of their way to cause misery online. And Hazel has another comment, which is some people feel that trolls are free advertisement for their channels. It's just that some of these trolls are stalkerish and harassing, taking the trolling too far. I agree. I agree. When it gets to the point when trolls make threats, it's no longer fun. It's harassment, and and the fact of the matter is, you will have to report him um, to YouTube, and if it gets real vicious or not, report them to the authorities, whether it be the FBI. BBC Bite Size spoke to three influencers about their experience of trolling, how they made him feel, and what they did about it. So, what I'm going to share with you is three people, and they're going to share their stories. Indeed, yes. And again, everybody is more than welcome um, to enter the chat. Now, I'm going to give you the first story. Come from someone named Liv. Liv, a mental health and self-love advocate, experienced trolling when she gained more followers. She told us she received comments like fat, disgusting, and vile. And I see there's another comment. Okay, which is now trolls after a while become very useful once they get a grip on how to handle the cycle ones. Yeah, that's true. And the fact of the matter is, they also provide free advertisement. A troll is someone who comments negatively on a person's part of herself, she said. And now I'm going to share a little story regarding a person named Fatima. Fatima, a dancer and model, knows when she. Okay, now I'm just. Well, you know what? You learn. You learn. That's all I'm going to say because you know what? Um, let him be. That's so true. She said when she posted a video of herself dancing on a holiday, she received a lot of love, but also received hateful messages. Now I'm going to share with you briefly a story from someone named Rosie. Rosie, a former Love Island contestant, did some filming with Bite Size about gaslighting, and when the video was released, she received some nasty comments about her appearance. And let's take a look what else is being said, which is, and Charles also teach you so much. Your hands down, your biggest fans. They fake hate you, but listen to you, pay attention to your, but also keep on your check. So see how you grow from it. Okay. I think everyone experiences some sort of online trolling and bullying, said Rosie. Okay. Now I'm going to share what are the type of trolls. And okay, the first type of trolls target public figures with large. Okay, yes, I agree. That is a good viewpoint. They target public figures with large social platform followings in the hope that they would respond. The trolls then have their hateful messages rebroadcast to a wider audience when the target of their trolling or the followers respond. Okay. And okay. Take care. Have a good night. Okay. The other type of trolls are people who exhibit a psychological trait known as negative social potency. And of course, she says, be well, everyone, enjoying the evening. Thank you very much. This means they enjoy causing harm to others. These trolls get pleasure from upsetting those who target with abuse. So if their victims respond, it only encourages them to continue saying, I know. Unfortunately, we have seen a lot of that in these YouTube streets. We have seen people that have been threatened with bodily harm. We have seen YouTube creators that have been that made false reports and allegations, and unfortunately, we have individuals that have mental illnesses. There are many reasons why people might troll online, and it's different from one troll to the next. Dr. Mark Griffiths, a professor of behavioral addiction at Nottingham Trent University, said most people troll others for either revenge or attention seeking or boredom and for personal amusement. They want to lash out at people who are being successful, who are happy, who enjoy their life because they can, said they. I think people troll because they are insecure in themselves and they want to kick out of being negative towards someone else, said Fatima. How does trolling affect people? Am I seeing that there are no other consequences due to the anonymity that the internet can provide? But there are consequences for the person you are targeting and for yourself. It can cause heightened levels of anxiety and low self-esteem for the victim. Trolling hurts people. It affects people's mental health, says Fatima. Rose and Liz both describe how trolls made them question aspects of their appearance that they had never had a problem with before. They can highlight insecurities already have and create new ones, said Liv. I've never had a problem with myself before. I have never thought I had a big nose or a big forehead. So why should I let these people change the way I feel about myself? Said Wilson. Now, there's another issue that's similar to this is called cyberbullying, and unfortunately, uh, there's a situation behind it. Just give me a moment. I'm just gonna get something to drink. Okay, my apologies. Now, cyberbullying of another person. Okay, and I see MK has another comment. Good evening, sir. Okay, and MK says, I respect trolls. Okay, I expect trolls that get up and go ahead to head with you. Too many trolls and now dislike to talk, in the chat. That's why I will tell them if you can't get up here and then say it, then you're blocked. Yeah, you know what, MK, I agree. I mean, unfortunately, it's very easy to be brave and enter a couple of nasty comments in the chat. It's another thing when you join the platform and actually express the same words yourself. Cyberbullying of another person using internet, mobile devices, and other digital devices. Cyberbullying can take the form of posts and porn on social media, text messages, or emails, all with the aim of hurting the victim. And of course, Denise has said, and cases through an upper right at the liver some trolls that do this. I agree. Okay. Dr. Griffith sees trolling as a form of cyberbullying. According to Enron, trolling is generally about provoking a reaction, whether because trolls enjoy seeing people hurt or because they want to be amplified. And then MK says, then they complain when you restrict the craziness in your chat. Well, the fact of the matter is, each of us, um, we're trying to maintain a platform when people can respectfully express their views. If people cannot abide by those guidelines, they should not be on the platform. And with respect, the ones that come and talk to you, the ones that throw stones and hide their hand under are just children. That will make you lose respect for all of it. Okay, I agree. Now I'm going to give you some tips to what you can do when you're dealing with these individuals, which are certain aspects of the mentally and intellectually challenged people, or slow taps, as my cyber daughter likes to call them. Okay, don't number one, don't respond. Block the trolls accounts. Don't post online that you're being targeted. Take some time out on social media. And of course, the best way is to ignore, as Denise said. If the abuse you receive makes you feel a threat or is otherwise unlawful, report it to the social media platform and the police. Now, here's an interesting question, and I just want to let everybody know that right now we have 7 people currently watching this stream. I just want to say thank you very much. But by all means, if you have a comment or if you want to discuss it, get on the platform. By all means, the link is there. Now, can anyone be tempted to troll? And now, okay, we have a guest. So before I let my guest in, I just want to let everybody know that the views of the who appear on the platform are not necessarily those of the host nor the channel. Any attempt to copy the material without the consent of the host or the channel is prohibited. By appearing on the call, you waive your rights to the images to your platform. Anyone that appears to be under the influence of drugs or alcohol will be immediately removed from the platform. If you don't like the comment, you can block the channel. And I just want to acknowledge the fact that we have in the chat the 18th Leather and Smoothio. And she said, okay, the best way to deal with them is to troll them back. Um, that might work for some. I don't know. Good evening.
Good evening, Don Jose. ¿Cómo está?
Muy bien. Welcome to the Golden Spear.
I know. No. It's nice and warm. I wanted to stay that way.
Oh, today the heat was horrible. It was 97 degrees outside.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's to chill. That's to sit outside and getting a drink and be wearing shorts and taking in some sun, some healthy sun for that vitamin. What is it?
No,
Vitamin D, C,
no,
D.
no,
But
no, 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 no.
you get a vitamin out of it. But it's good. It's good to take in some sun.
Not,
Shout out
not.
to the chat. What's up, Denise, Rakim?
Yeah, not when it's near fatal temperatures outside.
No. 97. That's not bad. Just find yourself a little shade at the park and
Oh,
just
oh, oh,
hang
oh,
out and chill.
or
Yeah.
crank up the AC.
The what? Crank up the what?
Or crank up the AC.
No. That's not necessary. It's not that 97 degrees. It's not that hot. I mean, if you're drinking
It's
something nice and cold, that will cool you off from the inside.
okay, but you know what? I prefer cold.
Nah, well, you prefer cold. You're Mr. Freeze, of course. So definitely you prefer cold. So what's up with this whole thing? You're talking about you're having trolls. So you have a steady increase of fans because that's what they usually are. I mean, the people that troll you is because the you got their full attention and you are doing something right. So you have to take it that way. I mean, if eventually I start having trolls, I don't have any because I'm not really my channel doesn't have any size to it. But if eventually I have trolls, all I have to say is that yeah, I know that I'm important to you. That's why you're here. That's why you're trolling because I'm important and you're not. So that's how I will take it. I mean, don't take it personal. This uh, Trolls have nothing better to do.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
as
I
long
don't.
as
You know, I don't.
they don't go overboard with
No,
it,
I don't take.
yeah.
No, I don't take it personal. I just find it amusing that last year, certain mix are talking about that I will never that my channel will never grow, and it's already up to 117 subs.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So, and we also have the presence of Blood Moon. Good evening. Okay, I think she's okay. I think she does a good job trolling. Okay.
No,
Uh,
yeah. She does her thing, but she never gets she don't never gets disrespectful. She's all right.
no, that's true. I was say no. Okay. You see, there are two types of trolls. There's those who troll, but it's humorous. That's what
Hmm.
Blood Moon is, and
Yeah.
and then there's those who will, they will make actually threats. Like unfortunately, there've been certain YouTube creators that have been threatened, um, and also made false accusations, and actually
Hmm.
gotten doxxed, which is not good at
Hmm.
all. So
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, but then again, I don't. I wouldn't put too much importance on what they say. I mean, it's like they're looking up to you. You're important to them.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
how I will look at it. I mean, I'm not saying it because of me, of course. I'm not important when it comes to these spaces. Actually, I'm more than happy to be able to interact with you guys, that you have the bigger platform. So I appreciate when you let me on your panels. But trolling, that's just them showing you kind of like a twisted way of showing you that you're important to them.
Okay. Now I got, you know what? I have to agree with Blood Moon. She says I'm the best troll. I disrespect those who disrespect me or my people. You know what, Blood Moon? I gotta hand it to you. You do a very good job trolling. You do, and you keep it humorous. So I gotta give you credit for that. Shout out to Blood Moon.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So no, no. Okay. To be perfectly honest, the reason why I got into discussion, I'm not gonna lie. Part of it has to do with the sudden increase with the trolls that have been coming over here, and the fact that I have to block several people on my platform for inappropriate stuff. And you had one individual who tried to take over the channel,
Hmm.
and we have some more comments. Hi to everyone coming in, and let's get the likes up. Yes, daughter, I agree. Let's get those likes up. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ramon.
No, no, I'm just listening. I mean, I guess when it comes to the subject, there could be kind of like decent trolls, good trolls, the ones that you will always you will always welcome, because they can spice things up in the chat without getting disrespectful. That's something that is important. I mean, having a back and forth banter, that's okay. I mean, just don't start getting ratchet with it and start getting disrespectful with it, because then it's not something that I would go for. I wouldn't go for it.
No, but you know what? I know, but then again, as I stated before, Bloodwound does know how to troll humorously. I gotta give her that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
she said,
yeah. We'll give her that.
and actually, you know what? Denise suggested that Bloodwound should make a master class on how to successfully troll, because at least she's the funniest one.
She has her moments. Yes, she does. But
You
well,
know what?
I guess make it humorous trolling, a humorous trolling
You
course
know what?
by Blood Moon, and charge three
Yes,
ninety
and
nine
you know
per
what?
student. Whoa, well, I don't know about 3.99, but yeah, she could charge. She could charge
But you know
something.
what? You know what? I think Bloodwound can make a lot of money that way.
A side
I mean,
hustle.
I really do.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
we're living in a time where people need to get side hustles. So I'm gonna have to get myself one too.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't
What you
know
saying?
about three
That's
ninety
good.
nine, but she could charge a little something for a session of
But you
humorous
know,
trolling.
but you know what? If Black Moon was to teach, it was to teach that class, she'll get a lot of students. I really believe that.
Yeah, a lot of trolls that don't know how to do it right. Yeah, but there are a lot of trolls out there, so there could be a market for that.
Okay,
Hmm.
so let me just continue to. Okay, now again, people, if anybody else wants to join the platform, whether it be the 18th leather, um, anybody else, by all means, do so. I mean, but the fact of the matter is, as your channel grows,
Hmm.
you're gonna get more and more trolls coming your way.
Yeah,
Would you agree, Ramon?
that's right. That's right, because you're getting more attention. You're getting more attention to yourself, and there are more eyes on you. So the more eyes on you, the more of an audience, the more you are gonna have trolls, trolls messing with you.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
that's
is
the
so
thing.
true. You know, there's been. I mean, I remember one person that made a troll account with the name of Sleepy Joe Negron.
Sleepy Joe Negron.
Yes,
Referring to you?
yes,
Meaning you? Really?
yes.
No, no, I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with that.
No, but this
Sleepy Joe.
no, but this is something I saw last year when I was still a what can I say, struggling YouTube creator. Well, I mean, actually, I'm still a spec. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, Denise has like almost 350 subs and what have
Hmm.
you, and Radical Latina has almost 1,000. True Teacher, I think, has about 2,000 or so. So,
Hmm.
you know, but then again, they've been doing this longer than I have,
Right.
and unfortunately, the nature of our platforms, what's going to happen is the growth is going to be slow. So, hopefully I'll get to the point when I'll be able to have a community tab, or
Hmm.
when I be able to start making money. Even that'll be nice. But really, the whole purpose of me doing um, a platform is a hobby. And the fact of the matter is, my cyber daughter was the one that gave me the inspiration to do so.
That's pretty good. Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, on my part, eventually, I was seeing what our friend Christina was doing, because even when I had a chance to be interviewed by her, and she confirmed it that I wasn't a YouTuber at all, and I still don't consider myself a YouTuber. So I guess I have to put a little more effort into that.
Okay.
But kind of like do it as a form of therapy, because I don't do. I guess, given my circumstances, I could use therapy, but I guess I'm gonna have to get it some other way, and maybe putting my attention on a platform could be helpful.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But one thing that I'm going to say that's very true.
Hmm.
If you're going to be a YouTube creator, you need to have a thick skin,
Hmm.
or else you're going to have a lot
Yeah,
of
I
trouble.
understood that. I understood that in a few months back. I understood that.
Yeah.
I had to deal with that myself, so I understood that you have to be able um, to take it in stride. So
Yeah, that is true. And of course, we already knew the fact that unfortunately, I had one incident when I wasn't my calm, cool Mr. Fred Rogers self.
oh, I remember. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Denise said that she's going to use that little um, words on her when she starts her new season.
Yeah.
Okay, actually, Blackmore raised a question, which is, uh, Ramon, what happened that made you understand that?
Well, when there was a certain bochinche where my name was mentioned, it didn't necessarily have to do with me, but my name was mentioned, and then I was lumped in uh, as somebody who was trying to be something that I wasn't. That was from a few months back. I think you know who I'm referring to when they were exposed when it comes to their
Yeah,
identity,
yeah, I
and
understand
they
that.
took. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm referring to. So
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. No, look, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just an example of the kind of thing that one has to deal with. I'm not gonna get into it because it's been a few months back, so I'm not gonna get back into that. So it doesn't matter anymore. But one learns something from it. Yeah, one learns from it. So there are the situations in which you learn the lesson from it. It's kind of like making a mistake or learning the truth about somebody. One has to deal with betrayal, um, and one has to take the lesson and keep it moving.
Yeah.
It
Denise
happens.
said, "Get into it, Ramon."
No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking
I know
about.
what
It
I
was.
know. You know what I know. Let's not bring up any unpleasant situations. Already been through, enough controversies recently.
Uh, no,
Over.
no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm reading what Bloodman said. The one gets more viewers with the Wachincha. True, true, true. It's just that, not right now. Not right now.
And of course, my daughter is making a request to get the likes up, please. I mean, the nine
Yeah,
people viewing the stream. It would be great if we can get 9 likes. Okay.
yes, yes.
I mean, you don't have to hit me up for the Cash App, but you can at least leave a like. Likes don't cost you anything, people. Okay, and it does help, and it does help my analytics grow. Would you believe that almost 40% of the viewer time that people watch my content are people who already subscribed to my channel?
Yeah, yeah. That happens for a lot of people, even major content creators. They deal with that. And most of the people that watches them don't really subscribe to the platform. So come on, if you're a follow somebody's a follower of a content creator, the least that they can do is hit and subscribe. It's not gonna cost them. On that, I will have to agree.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. But one thing I've always made perfectly clear. Okay, I know that not everyone likes my content. Okay, and now we got a request from Smoothio. Make a registry and you get some views.
Okay, Smoothio, are you gonna join me on that ratchet stream, and we can talk bullshit? I mean, if you join me, because I can't talk bullshit just on my own. I mean, I need a counterpart. I need somebody to go back and forth with. I'm gonna need some help with that.
Okay, I just want to acknowledge I just want to acknowledge the fact that KFit is on the chat, and I just want to. Okay, I'm sorry. Time for a commercial break. I just want to let everybody know, if you have not done so, please subscribe to the Intro Grit Boricua. Okay, he is a follow Boricua, so let's show him some love, and let's subscribe, and hopefully he will produce content soon.
Yeah, yeah. I keep putting it off. I know. But I try to stay in contact with all of you guys, and when something comes up, we do a little stream. Hopefully, I can get some of you guys to join, so we can talk our shit. Hey, K-Fit, come on up. Hit the link.
Yes, don't be shy. And of course, Denise puts a comment, and we all enjoyed it. Um, do you remember there was one stream that I did which lasted almost, I mean, it gotten like 23 likes, and I think it got it's because I got kind of spicy at the end.
Which one was it?
Um, I'm trying to think which one was it.
Yeah, because if
It
if
was
if it
about
was a long
it
time
was about
ago.
why people why people obsess about being white.
Ah, oh. Oh, but that was that when a certain friend of ours was having kind of like an issue that it got derailed a little bit into something about summation. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't think so. But good
No.
evening,
Oh, okay.
K-Fit.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Ramon, Jose, the entire chat,
K-Fit, are you
Denise.
there?
Yeah,
Hi.
I can hear her. I can hear her, Jose. Hey, how you doing, Kfit?
Um,
I'm
Check,
doing
check.
really
Yeah,
good.
check your connection because apparently I can hear you, Kay, but apparently Jose can't. So check your microphone or your settings, Don Jose. I can hear her.
Okay, I'll use my
okay, I can
laptop
hear.
as
I can hear.
well.
Okay. Okay. You know
How
what?
you guys
Let me.
doing?
Okay. I'm just trying to survive the god awful heat that we're experiencing.
Oh,
97
wow.
degrees is not heat. That's not heat.
I went to Jones Beach today.
Okay.
Jones Beach. And how was it?
It's good. I'm like 5 shades darker than yesterday.
Okay. All right. No, I mean you did your live stream and I couldn't catch it because I was involved with something else. And you were talking an extension of the whole polyandry.
Yes, correct. I'm
Oh,
afraid
okay,
of doing long streams, so I try to break it up into two
right,
series.
right. No, but the only thing, well, I guess there wasn't much that I could say about polyandry except that it doesn't work. That's not okay. That's
Yeah.
not a thing. I know that there are in places like in South Africa where they were trying to pass a law to allow for polyandry, for one woman to have multiple husbands, but that's really not a thing. That doesn't it
Yeah.
doesn't really work. It might happen here and there on exceptions. There are exceptions to everything, of course, but it's not something that is gonna catch on. It's
Yeah,
it's not
I
gonna
feel
catch
it
on.
happens in
Yeah.
India, I believe, maybe.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like,
Okay.
wow, I wonder what the day in the life of a woman who has two husbands is like. Hearing everyone talk about the reverse when it's a man with two wives. I wonder what the woman's view is when she has two husbands, what her mindset is, how she feels about that.
Well, I mean, that will require for polyandry. It will require for the man to submit to the woman, and a woman by nature doesn't respect men that submit to a woman. It just doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. It's not sustainable in the long term. I mean, because eventually the woman is gonna have to she's gonna have to get tired of being the one running things in the relationship because she is the head of the household, not the man. She's having to run them. She's having to tell them what to do. I mean, in the long term, she's gonna get tired. She really will. That's just how I see it. That's why there is not like a real history of that happening in many places around the world. The opposite does.
Right.
The opposite does. I mean, it's just saw something about kind of like in the times of the divided China, there were kingdoms that were divided in kingdoms, and there were the leaders, the kings of these kingdoms, and they will have all the concubines that they could get, which is something that it will happen the same in Europe. It will happen the same in the Middle East with the sultans. It will happen, maybe I'm sure that in the Americas it will happen, or in the Pacific, where a king will have more than one wife or something like that. Now we're talking about leaders, people that are in positions of power, that could write laws, that could pass laws to give themselves those privileges. I mean, but in religions, in Abrahamic religions, you know that there are people, that are men in Abrahamic religions where they will have more than one significant other, and nobody said anything about it. I mean, of course, there is a responsibility that comes with it, because there are people that when you mention something about polyamory, or a man having more than one wife, they immediately start thinking the worst about it. They start thinking, oh, he wants an orgy. He wants to have an orgy. No, that's not what we're talking about. There is a responsibility that comes with it. As I was trying to tell your friend Danielle in your previous stream, that she was kind of getting just a little bit
Spicy.
triggered, and she didn't like what I was saying. But I was talking about that. There is a responsibility that comes with it. It's not about orgies. There are people that immediately think, oh, these are these dirty, these perverted guys that want to have orgies. It's not about that. I mean, it's not about. It wasn't about that. So
Yeah, I love her. I
Excuse,
can ask her all kind of sex questions, and she's like, "Girl, you don't know it's working Planned Parenthood. I know this, that, and the third." She's such a cool person, but very opinionated. But she's like, "I want to be down for any talk that has anything to do with that. That's my favorite subject." I'm like, "I'll see what I can do, girl. I'll see what I can do."
um,
mhm.
excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that Reese from Philly is in the chat. Good evening, Reese. And actually, the topic for tonight is why do we have trolls? And actually, K-Fit, the topic for Thursday is like, what was the situation that led you to lose your virginity?
Ooh, I hope you have some authentic guests that come on your panel and be transparent and not sugarcoated. Like really tell the TT, not the MTV version, but the real version. That should be so juicy.
Well, I have a very unique situation as far as the circumstances
No, no,
where
but
I lost.
leave it for the stream. Don't talk about it now. So why
No,
are you gonna talk
I
about
know.
it?
No,
Yeah,
no, no. Okay. So, um, but so the topic for tonight is why do we have trolls?
yeah. Kfit, have you had that experience? Have you had to deal with trolls when it comes to your content creation?
No, I'm not famous yet, so I haven't had
Yeah.
any trolls yet, thank goodness. But I'm prepared for them. Like all the topics Jose talk about mentally get me prepared for what can happen on YouTube. Although I'm not experienced it. So luckily for me I haven't, but I just can't believe like, YouTube is so gangster with it, with the trolls and the aggressors and the stalkers. Like it's its own community of like violence, somewhat low key. It's crazy.
Yeah, keyboard warriors, because it's behind the keyboards and the outside of their house. They know how to act because they understand that there could be kind of like an immediate consequence if they act out of line out there. Things are crazy right now. Anybody can get all hurt. So that's why I just moving very quietly but prepared. Quietly but prepared.
But I think it's kind of like counterproductive because like the YouTube trolls and like the people that do the nudity and the people that show the hate, it's counterproductive because you end up giving that viewer more attention and watch time because people know what is it about this person that they're hated so much. So you end up giving the person you're accusing or trying to ruin, you give them more clout and fame and attention at the same time. So it's counterproductive.
Well, giving them attention directly and trying to respond to what they say, yeah, it could be counterproductive. But if you're getting trolls, that's usually a sign that you have people that are actually admiring what they're doing low key and following what you're doing. So you're gaining fans. They can be fans because they follow everything that you do, and they could be hate watching but watching nonetheless. I mean, giving you views, so that's not necessarily such a bad thing. I mean, a little. We were talking just a little bit back that a little trolling, a little light trolling, funny trolling, little banter trolling, back and forth here and there. That's not a bad thing because I mean that can be fun. That can be fun to do. But as long as they don't get disrespectful and they start getting overly ratchet and they start acting like they don't know how to act around other people, and they don't definitely not the ones that will try to dox you or whatever. I mean uh that's getting out of line. That's getting out of line, and that's when you have to take note of who they are and maybe have their channels reported. I mean, if they give you no choice, because one cannot control that, but one can just get their channels flagged is necessary. I
But
mean,
is there
hopefully it
like,
doesn't get to
sorry to
that.
cut you off, Ramon? Is there like a YouTube alert where you can say, okay, this person's trolling and like their account is like deactivated? Is there like a YouTube police, or you know what I mean? Like, since real
YouTube,
hate crimes do occur, is there like a way for YouTube to interfere through third party when they know it's the one that's causing havoc, or is that like not even realistic?
well, I don't know if there is any kind of I don't know if there is any kind of way that one can know if somebody has a tendency to do trolling activity on YouTube. I don't know anything about that. If somebody knows, I'll be more than happy to learn about it. But not that I know of. Not that I know of. Of course, it can be kind of trivial. It can be kind of not trivial, but arbitrary. It could be unpredictable because there are certain subjects um well, well, there are certain subjects that you have to be careful what you're talking about, because you can get your video either demonetized, or you can have it flagged or taken down. It can end up costing you your channel. I've never had to deal with any of that, of course, but sometimes you have to push the envelope a little bit so you can get your channel to grow, I guess. And with the growth of a channel, it can invite certain type of attention that you probably don't want when it comes to the trolls, namely. But having a little trolling could just mean that you're gaining a following, that you're gaining an audience, and that's a good thing. But
Yeah.
as long as they don't
Excuse
get
me.
disrespectful. Mhm.
Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that Tampa Supreme is in the chat. Good evening, sir. And of course, we have a comment from my cyber son-in-law. The problem is it doesn't stop. Um, it just escalates. And then Denise says
Yeah.
some folks don't understand the power of logging out or going to another one of the 34 million content creators if you don't like what you hear. It is really that very simple. Denise, but you know what's the problem with that? Ramon, would you like to say it or shall I say it
No,
again?
no, you can say it. You can say it.
It makes too much sense.
No, no,
Bing, 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 bing.
but there are the types. There are the types that can't handle difference of opinion. They want to impose what they think on somebody else, uh, even on somebody else's platform. It's not their place to do that. So
Yeah.
they have
Well,
a.
I'm
Mhm.
well.
I
I don't know
think
whether
trolls
it's
can be there to discourage maybe creators, YouTube creators. Maybe they're there to also throw them off their game, so to say.
What was that?
I said maybe trolls also can act as, a way to throw you off your game when you're soaring with the followers and trying to become
Oh,
monetized. Maybe it's a way to throw a new creator or a creator off their game to get them like to mess up a little bit.
it could, but only if the content creator allows them to get under their skin. I mean, if they don't have a skin thick enough, then it could be something that can have that effect. But only if the content creator allows it, and they shouldn't allow it. They could say, "Okay, you want to troll, you want to be disrespectful. Here, you're blocked." I mean, it could be simple as that.
okay. Now, the fact, no, now the fact of the matter is this. That's why it's very important that you have moderators. That so because they can intercept some of the members of the peanut gallery that acting foolish. And Black Moon actually put a comment saying that's what's fun about YouTube. You go back and forth. Disagreements are necessary.
No, disagreements are fine.
Yes.
I'm not saying
Uh,
anything against you disagreeing. Mhm.
yeah. It's just that so far I'm the only one on the platform that dealt with trolls.
Yeah, yeah. No, that with a little bit, but that's usually by certain Spain worshippers. I mean, they don't like another friend of ours, and because of that, they want to start telling me ish. They
Oh, of
start
course.
trying to lecture me about me when it's not their place to do that. It happens.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think. Okay. Let me just
Hey, what's up
add.
with Kay? Where did you go?
Okay.
There we go.
You know what? You know what? Okay. Okay. I'm trying to add her, but for some reason it's not. I don't know what's going on with my computer.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think the trolls are trying to get you. Oops.
Yeah, they know I'm hanging with the heavy hitters and they don't want me to thrive.
Nah. Don't let them. Don't let them. You're networking. That's a good thing. Oh,
Yeah. Let me try my
Kay.
water.
Kay, if you're listening, click out entirely and click back in. Try doing that because
No,
sometimes, yeah.
okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Denise is acting up again. She said, is that cricket wireless internet? Jose's biggest troll is his wife. You know what, daughter? It's so funny. I forgot to laugh. Okay. Okay. Oops. Just give me a moment. Remember this? It's waiting for you. If you misbehave, this was going to happen. Whack!
Nos va a dar pan, don José. En esa.
Porque ella respecta que yo soy, okay, que yo soy un mayor. Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey. Hopefully you don't get kicked out this time.
Yeah, trolls, stop setting me, trolls. Y'all mad I got a tan today at Jones Beach? Leave me alone. I'm feeling myself.
That's right. That's right, Kay. You feel yourself, girl.
Thank you for allowing me back and having patience, y'all. Appreciate it.
Nah, it's all right. It's
No,
all
it's
right.
no problem. Now, of course, my daughter has to comment. I know I'm married. I learned from you. And she says, ahaha, not the changla.
No, what she was saying about the about your internet, because according to her, your internet functions like this.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, maybe trolls are the motivation. Ooh, low blow. I remember that.
Yeah, that's the struggle modem internet that we had to connect with back in the day. Yeah, I dealt with that.
Welcome, you have mail.
Oh shoot. Yeah, AOL. Yep, I remember that too.
I remember my name was Super Winter at AOL.com.
Super Winter. Don't tell me that you are a member of the Golden Spear that that Jose Negron is trying to set up.
I used to love to wear all white, and they used to call me Winter Girl. Do not ask me about the details, but I was going with this name, Winter. Winter was my street name, my sneaky name. Oh gosh, Winter Girl, the past. She was my 20s personality.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Hey, that's all right. That's part of our formation, us becoming adults.
Yeah, because now I'm 40, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah. That's all right. You're still a slightly older girl.
Oh no, Jose can't leave us. How did that happen? Oh no.
Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Apparently, the modem stopped working, so so he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. He's gonna come back to his own stream.
Oh wow. How hot was it in Texas today?
The temperature is averaging about 100 right now, but it's not too bad. I mean, it doesn't feel that humid because they're always trying to make it seem like it has high humidity. I know humidity. Being from where I'm from, you have to deal with like real humidity. And over here, because it's kind of drier, so you don't feel it so much. It's not too bad.
Oh,
But
good. It's dry heat.
yeah, but it's averaging in the high 90s, 100, which is good, because for a few weeks actually here temperatures were averaging 108, and it could go all the way up to like 113.
That's horrible.
How hot
Well,
was it in the Bronx today, Jose? How hot was it up there?
I didn't go outside this afternoon because I couldn't deal with the heat.
yeah, but did you say 97 degrees? That's not bad. That's not
It
bad.
was like 95, I think, in Manhattan today.
Okay, but you see, for me, summer begins when it gets to 60 degrees.
Wow. Did you
No.
guys see that video of the UPS driver that fainted while he was delivering a package? I think it was in Arizona because of the heat.
No, but Arizona, wow, damn. Arizona apparently has a lot of arid areas, so it can really the heat can really feel intense, like in Nevada, because in Las Vegas, in this time of the year, temperatures can go all the way to like 120, and
Yeah,
because
like
Las Vegas is in the middle of a desert, so when it's
Okay.
arid, it can really feel hot. It can really feel hot. But in Arizona, damn it, I saw something about that. The UPS person, because of heat exhaustion, that can kill somebody. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Now, we say it felt like 105 in Philly. Now, that's the reason why we need to all get on our collected knees and pray for a nice cold winter.
No, that's not.
We haven't really had a real summer yet, so we can't really call it miserable. It's just
No.
been
No. Okay, no. Wait.
Hey, there you go. There you are.
Oh, he cursed me out.
Mia had
You chopped my head off.
Yeah, okay. Now, could you imagine if I had complete climate control?
No.
We
Don't
would be
have
ice
climate
pops if
control.
you had climate control.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze. You get all Mr. Freeze on us. No.
I mean, just think. Puerto Rico would be like 35 degrees, it'd be nice and cool, and Texas would be like 10 degrees. That would be so wonderful. Seré muy chévere.
No, thanks. No, thanks.
I hate this weather. You gotta take too many showers.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. It's better than having to put on layer after layer after layer of clothing because it's so cold.
I mean, it's so hot that you gotta wear a little bit of clothes and still you have to wear like 3 different outfits in one day. You always have to change your clothes. It's too hot.
All the more reason why to get on your knees and pray for a nice cold winter.
Yeah.
Oh no. I mean, this winter in New York, I'm gonna have my jacket open the whole winter, thinking about how hot the summer was.
Okay, now Reese Patrick put down, I'd rather have a tank top than earmuffs. And then Jenny said, I love the heat. Well, I love the cold.
Can I say something really quick that I saw at the beach today that was so weird to me?
Yes.
Have you guys ever been to the beach and you see the women sun tanning and getting their tan lines on? We all know some of us go to take a tan. Tell me why I saw this lady today. She was getting a tan, but like she had her legs cocked open. It was like so weird. I was like, Why? Why are your
Oh,
legs cocked open like a whole V butterfly?
Okay,
okay. You
okay,
mean
First of all, have you guys
kind of
ever
like
slept
doing
out
a
on the
split?
beach?
You,
okay.
Almost like it was like Indian style. I'm like, is that a thing? And I just don't come to the beach enough because I'm already brown skinned and I don't really need a tan.
yeah.
Would you believe what
I have
Denise?
no idea.
What,
Mhm.
excuse me. Would you believe what Denise have the nerve to put down? I can't wait for the heat wave to continue for at least another 2 months. Denise, do you want
Yeah.
me to die? Do you want me to die? I thought you loved me, daughter.
Oh, she says yes.
Okay, I
Tan
need.
lines are lovely. So I guess this lady was trying to get a perfect tan line where her legs cocked open like she was giving birth.
But you know what? You
Okay,
can go with.
okay. But she
But
was
you
kind
know
of like
what?
laying on her back, or yeah.
She was on her back, like almost like TMI, like missionary style sex, but like her ankles were like touching each other, like it was almost like she was waiting for someone to lay between her, but like face covered with the hat and like definitely getting the tan, but most ladies they have their legs out or they have their ass up with the thong to get the thong tan line, but she was like on her back, legs cocked open like Indian style, like spreading
Yeah.
bald eagle almost.
Oh. Oh.
I
I
was
don't
like,
know.
what the hell?
I don't know. I don't know. She wanted to get some sun behind her thighs or something, but she could have just flipped over and done the same.
I'm like, lady,
I don't
there's
know.
kids here. Close that gap up a little bit.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was
Excuse.
showing the camel toe to everybody. I can imagine.
Yes, yes, much, much so.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, not all camel toes are cute. So
Excuse me. It's okay. Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that Tom did kisses in the chat, and like I said, look, all I got to say is I'll be so happy when we experience a nice cold winter with the
nah,
temperatures in the low teens
no.
for a high, and then I can sleep with the window open in the wintertime, and it'll be so cool and comfortable.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I only like the
No.
winter when it's about to snow and it's that cold that you don't really feel the cold. It's like that crisp air that is not really cold. That's like the only part of winter I really like as far as the weather. When it's about to snow, it's like that dense, free, thin air, but it's not really cold, and it's gonna be like a blizzard the next day or like a
Mhm.
crazy snowstorm. I like that part of winter, and that's about it.
Yeah, yeah. Having to deal with snowstorm, having to deal with shoveling snow, watching where you step, that there isn't any transparent ice that is gonna make you slip and fall on your butt. I mean, why is that so nice to deal with? When I have to deal with it here, because sometimes it does get somewhat cold here, and I have to deal with ice, and have to be careful walking around because I don't want to slip and fall. I mean, it's a hazard.
And in
I
New
hate
York,
it.
if you fall, they don't even help you. They watch you and they'll videotape you. People will walk right past you. They're so rude here.
Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that Marcel is in the chat. Good evening, sir. And first of all,
Hey.
think about with snow. That's a form of exercise, shoveling snow.
Well, I'll leave you to it. I mean, I wouldn't want to shovel no. No. Hell no.
Oh, I got like
Oh,
3,000 views on TikTok for a snow video with me and my daughter. That's a good thing too.
Yeah, but that's when it first fall. After that, everything gets all muddy and wet and got puddles everywhere. I can only imagine not being able to move around comfortably because of of all the mess that snow creates. Snow, we don't need that. What's up, Marcel?
yeah, but okay, but yeah, but think about the fun. You can roll around in the snow. You can build snow people. You can have snowball fights. Oh man, that's fun, fun, fun.
No, no
And
thanks.
then your socks and your pajamas and your thermals and your snowsuit and all those layers of wet. You gotta peel out of it and dry everything and wash everything. Oh no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah,
Oh, come on.
exactly.
That's
Exactly.
that's a come on. That's a little inconvenience. That's all.
Well, you can keep the inconvenience. I don't want the inconvenience. You can
If you
keep it.
got kids, you gotta do it. You gotta be that parent to throw your kid in the snow and play all that BS. But if you don't got kids, you don't gotta do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you believe Marcel said that playing in the snow is overrated? How could it be overrated? It's so
Absolutely.
much fun. I mean, it's like you being a kid again.
You're frozen in literally 5 minutes. You're already cold and it's over. I want to go home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yes.
about it. Think about it. Ramon. You're lying down on the floor. You're moving your
No.
arms and legs, and you're making
Yeah, getting
noise.
hypothermia. Getting hypothermia. No, that's what will happen with me. Getting hypothermia. No thanks.
No. Then explain to me how come I never got sick in the wintertime?
Well, you because you're Mr. Freeze. That's why it doesn't happen to you. But me,
You're
I'm a
probably
regular
AB
person.
positive blood type too. You probably have that good blood.
Yeah. I mean, that's what. Yeah, I'm a regular. I'm somebody who comes from an island. That's not for me. It's for you. You were born in it. You deal with it. You keep it. You keep that up. So
Well, imagine Clara coming to New York in the wintertime.
Poor Clara. Poor Clara. I mean, at least let her come in. At least let her come in when it's still nice and warm, and there is a normal temperatures, like nothing at 10 degrees. I mean, because poor lady, she comes from an island, a warm island, to come here, to come over to New York in the wintertime. It's gonna affect her. It might give her a hypothermia. It might give her bronchitis.
Yo,
You have to be considerate.
You know the Islander people went in New York because in the wintertime they will not be dressed properly, and it sticks out. You're like, okay, they're not from here. They'll have on like a jean jacket or flip flops. Like, okay, they're definitely not from here. You can spot an Islander in New York in the winter for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but come on.
Yeah, and I will be one of them.
Yeah, but let's keep it real. We have not had winter in New York in years.
Yes, you have. Yeah, you have.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but remember,
I think it was like junior high school last winter. I really had it was like weeks, snow, no sanitation, like weeks. I would say mid 90s, like 95.
Yeah. No, I mean, if I were to move out of Texas, it would have to be somewhere in the south, where still temperatures are gonna be more friendly to a human being. Because I mean, Don Jose, he must be like a seal or something, that they can handle those cold temperatures. They can swim in ice water and
I've
something.
seen Jose in the winter time too. He's not even all the way bundled up, so you can tell he loves the winter.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what Marcel said? She's not going to handle it. Trust me. I've seen what happens to tropical people when they go through their first winter, move to Florida. Oh,
No, she's not gonna like it. She's not gonna like it. You don't think you're not thinking too much about it, but she's gonna be mad, uncomfortable.
No, she's gonna do? You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna say, a mí no importa qué fresquecito.
Oh, le va a importar, Don Jose. Yeah, le va a importar. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna care about that. Oh yeah.
Okay, because she's gonna say, porque yo soy con el amor de mi vida.
No, Don José, usted tiene que mudarse. Tiene que mudarse para la Florida. O tiene que mudarse para una parte de los estados sureños, que esté que tenga temperatura mejor. I mean,
can y'all teach me Spanish? I want to learn. I have a whole Latin family here. Y'all need to teach me. I'm sorry. Y'all have to.
Yeah. Well, we can start. Hey, let's do the following. Join me on my channel, and I'll teach you the cuss words.
I know like the basic high school stuff. Jose, Ramon, you have to teach me. That's it.
Okay. Okay. Now Reese said that I might be part Eskimo, and then Denise says, "No, it's disgusting. It's beautiful. It's like God's gift to humanity in the winter time."
Yeah.
Okay,
it's frozen rain. It's frozen rain, basically.
I like how
Yeah.
Jose ignored teaching me how to speak Spanish. It's all good though.
No, no,
Okay,
you
but
have
you
to
know
take
what?
it from somebody who is more fluent. I mean, Jose handles himself well, but yeah. You have to take it from somebody who was raised in that language first. I mean, we're gonna start we're gonna start with the cuss words because that's
Okay.
always fun.
I think, Kate, the best thing to do is to find a Latino as a boyfriend.
Wow, Jose, that's how you're gonna do me all the history we got, union reps, delegate assembly. You're gonna do me like you're gonna just push me off to some other Latino man. Thank you.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, I see Tumblr says he can't with snow and he loves California weather. You know what? To each one's own. But think about it. In winter, there's more holidays. You have Christmas, you have Kwanzaa, you have Three Kings Day, you have Valentine's Day, you have Martin Luther King Day, you have Winter Appreciation Day, which is a
How many of those days we get paid for on payroll?
okay. It depends when you started working for the city. In my case, I get 27 days of annual leave, 12 days of, I think 12 days of sick. I think it's like 12 or 13 holidays, plus the floating holiday.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to work that out because I need to be understanding all this lingo going on in the chat because I'm learning here. Shout out to Denise. She says, yes, get a Puerto Rican boo. And Macio Elmaro, K-Fit is a handsome woman. I don't know how to take that. I'm gonna take it as a compliment though. Thank you.
Uh,
Okay.
well,
No, I think that's his way of saying that you're attractive.
Okay, cool. Yay, thank you.
Oh, come on, Denise. Don't go there. Don't
yeah.
go there. Don't go there. I'm not even gonna
Okay,
highlight it.
let's start first lesson. First lesson, Kayfi. Did you see what Denise put in the chat about snow? What she defines as snow?
Yes,
Do
I
you
see what you put. I see. I'm looking.
Yeah. Well, she's calling it mierda blanca, as in white shit.
Yeah, in Manhattan it looks like shit though. It does. It's a lot of poop down here. A lot of dogs that poop everywhere, and the owners don't do the pet poop up pickup.
Oh man.
Okay, and then
And all of that covered in snow and and people playing in that snow with all that shit.
Yeah.
Ugh,
come
ugh.
on, come. You know something? That'll be first experience that Clara will have playing in the
No,
snow.
Clara, you're gonna have Clara playing in that snow with the shed underneath it.
Oh no.
What the hell?
Okay, you know what Denise said? Be like me and MK, but under reverse. Oh, come on, Ramon. Think of the fun that you have, you and your boo going rolling around in the snow, and
No,
it'll be so.
no.
I think the best time for people to visit New York is like the fall because the weather is perfect. It's not too hot, it's not too cold.
Mhm.
Outdoors and indoor events are still appropriate, as far as like, have people come visit to, show them around. The fall time or the springtime, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
now I see myself said that I'm more of a Myrtle Beach kind of guy. Well, to be perfectly honest, in New York, fall is um, really from December to March because basically you have like Indian summer that goes from September to to about November, and then you have fall, and then Denise said, "I can see Jose surfing in Miami." I don't know. You love to say I'm old, so do you really want an old person to be going out there surfing?
Well, you can do the whole um, paddle boarding, something like that. I mean, But the thing is
I'm
that you're going to be in more of a tropical environment that is more suitable for people like us. I mean, us, we Puerto Ricans, we belong in the tropics. I mean, you have been out of the tropics your whole life. You need to go to come back. You need to come back to the tropics and
oh, you know
abandon
what, Denise?
all that cold ass madness.
You know what
What's
Denise
the
put
best
down?
part of Puerto Rico to visit?
The
You know, it depends. There's a lot of great places to visit, and Denise put down that I'm old for work, but not for fun.
Uh, no, but Casey, depends on what you like to do, because there is a little of everything depending on what you like to do. If you like to go to the beach, there is 272 miles of shoreline. There are so many beaches around the island, and there are and because Puerto Rico is technically an archipelago, there are also small island municipalities where the beaches are gorgeous. I mean, and it's perfect weather. It's a feast to the eyes and also to the body, being able to be in that environment, bathing in that in that clear water and taking that sunlight that is good for people. And but if you also like to do kind of like hiking, you can go to the rainforest if you are into hiking. I mean, taking a long walk and climbing up, get to the higher parts of kind of like the hills of El Yunque, which is the rainforest, and you get to a point where you are standing at a stop place, and a lower cloud might float past you, and it will be that's a nice experience. But there are kind of like certain places, there are museums, historical places. You can go to Old San Juan, where the cruise ships dock, and that's where the old colonial town is located. I mean, again, it depends on what you like to do. So many places, so many things to see for a
I've been
small
to
island.
San Juan, and that's it. And it felt a lot like New York City. Like there was like Long John Silver, a liquor store, a beauty parlor. Like I kind of felt like I was in the hood, besides the beach, being beautiful and seeing chickens. I'm like,
Mhm.
this feels a lot like the city. Like I didn't feel like I was on vacation, so to say. Of course, the water was way better than New York City, but it was a lot like New York to me. Like everything was in walking distance. You didn't need a car or a boat to get anywhere. Like they had like regular like bus stops and everything where I was. And I was in
Mhm.
like clubs like the entire time I was there. Like I really didn't feel like I was outside of New York the whole time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah, but several different places to go to visit, depending on what you like to do. There is a little of everything. There is the longest zip line, at least on this side of the planet, um, that goes from like one hill to a lower hill that goes all the way to like another town, because the zip line is so long, and you feel like you're flying. It looks interesting. It's a little scary
Okay.
because you are basically hanging from a cable, from a very long cable. But looks fun, but a little scary.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that Mateo is in the building. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody doing tonight?
Okay, fine. Actually,
Doing all right.
the topic, actually, the topic is why do we have trolls?
Why do we have what now?
Trolls.
Trolls.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was a
trolls like
yeah,
lo
yeah.
que se ponen a trolear.
Sí, sí, sí. It's
Ah,
about
okay.
the
Okay.
people that do the trolling. Why do we have to deal with that? What causes them, for
Oh, because
example?
oh well, that's easy. That's because a lot of people don't have lives and they want to like they get yeah, no, they get off on fucking with other people, and it's a source of entertainment for them. And for some people, and I've noticed for a lot of people, it's actually their only source of entertainment. We have a whole generation now of kids and post millennials that are basically being raised by the internet. Their mothers and their fathers, the fathers even in the home, They're not actually parenting anymore, so they're just letting their kids, they're letting YouTube, they're letting a lot of things, a lot of influences get into their kids' head, so they become attached to the computer, they become attached to a phone, they become attached to a tablet, and they see this as a form of entertainment because it might be the only form of entertainment that they might actually have. That's why we're having a lot of problems with the kids in this country now. They're not getting out, they're not doing anything. I know that this was going to be a problem. Once people started arranging play dates for their kids, then I knew we were in trouble. And I think this is just a consequence of that. And even though you have trolls from all ages, I really do believe it's more of this insult culture. These millennials and post millennials that they just don't have. This is their only social life, is to get onto people's live streams or to go on their social media and just fuck with other people because they don't have anything else better to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you were to take their device away, they'll go through withdrawal. I mean, it's gonna be
And
that.
I think all of us would. I think all of us to a certain degree. Like, I spend an inordinate amount of time like on my phone looking things up because I love doing that. I mean, the fact
Yeah.
that I have this in I have this access to all this information, the problem becomes is which information is reliable. If you take that away from me and I got to go back to a desktop or to a laptop instead of having it right here in my hand, yeah, I would go through withdrawals, but to sit there and purposely make it a pastime and my basically my only pastime to sit there and fuck with people like that. Like I don't understand. Like, have I done it in the past? Sure. But do I do it like every day, every second of the day? Every time I open up the phone, I'm looking. Nah, man, I don't. I don't. I
Mm-hmm.
never understood that. And then if you start getting into religious and political discussions, this is when it's going to become an ethnic discussions and discussions on racial divisions and racial unity. Now you're going to see a lot more of this stuff coming out because when people have anonymity and they're behind the screen and you don't know who that other person is and that person feels like they're shielded, they're gonna come out and they're gonna say some pretty fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, lately, Marcel, within the last month or so, I've been getting a couple of visits from some of the trolls, and I have to like block them, and it because they was just saying some crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, they'll probably end up giving you death threats. They'll
Yeah.
probably even start saying they're gonna come and they're gonna do something to you, or they're gonna threaten that they're gonna do that. This was going on Rad's comment for his the last video that he did on what was it on that fucking wacko black fraud I call him, that he made a video that was completely incoherent and devoid of any kind of thought and substance. And you should see his comments. People are basically threatening him, And I told him, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait for you to move to Florida so we can we can go to a shooting range,
Mm-hmm.
and because that's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I was gonna tell you, Jose, about the whole thing with Myrtle Beach, because I could see you like in Myrtle Beach con una boina, on your head, and with those little golf carts, because that's like the end thing now for the retired folks. You get your own little personal golf cart. You understand, and you drive around in that little golf cart, and everybody, hey, Jose, how you doing? That's what retired people do in Myrtle Beach. And I could just see you with a big ass fucking 44 Magnum revolver at a gun, like a gun that's bigger than you at a range. Like
Mm-hmm.
getting ready to go do the Dirty Harry. You know what I'm saying? And you got that high pitched voice, and I could just see you con la boina and the glasses and the headphones, to protect your hearing with a big ass gun, and just telling people, "You fuck with me, I'll fuck with you right back." Bang, bang, like that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I caught that
Yeah.
visual.
Yeah, I can totally see it. I can totally see it. Nah,
Well,
nah,
Yeah,
nah.
I
man.
can tell
I
you.
haven't been
No,
to
Yeah.
no,
the
man.
range in a while
Yeah,
now. So,
man. Like
yeah.
instead of Dirty Harry, you got Dirty Jose, boy. Make my day,
Mhm.
make my day, bang, bang. Like I'm telling you, with Jose with a fucking hand cannon. I can see that shit. But the most important, que tiene la boina puesta.
Oh,
I don't know, like a Kango, like a Kango hat. tip to the side. Jose, you know, the
Oh boy.
gangster.
Oh boy, I could just see myself with a Bible in one hand and a gun in another hand. Oh boy, that's a.
Well, that's what people do here. Dude, I got a guy down the road from me. Heavy, heavy Trump guy. This guy loves Trump. I mean, he's a fucking fanatic. And he put a big ass cross on his front lawn. A big ass fucking like the type of shit that Jesus carried. Just a big ass cross on his front lawn. And he got that big ass Trump, what is that? Like it was Trump 2020. He got some other shit now. And he's got the Gadsden flag, the Don't Tread on Me flag. That's how people do. And this guy is. I understand from what my neighbors told me. He's some sort of a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like that's what people do down here. They got a gun in one hand and they got a Bible in the other.
Yeah, a lot of white folks for you. That's a lot of white folks.
Yeah, well, you're
they're
in Texas. That's Texas too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
to a degree.
You know,
I mean, where I'm located here in North Dallas, I don't see it so much here, but you are only minutes away from a gun range. Yep,
oh yeah,
very common.
I could see Jose. Look, man, you know I'm not a Christian, so you know, as long as you don't start like handling snakes, you understand, like those guys in Appalachia that they fucking take the snakes and they're doing the sermons.
No,
and
no,
they're
no,
getting
no,
bit.
no, no. Okay,
You know,
okay. No, no, no. No, no, no,
and
no,
you
no.
start dancing and you start dancing around with the snakes and biting you and shit, and your hand swells up and you're like 5 minutes away from death's door. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you don't go into that level of fanaticism, you know, it's all good, man.
No, but believe me. I know there's some crazy whack jobs that that kind of like try to test God. I'm not that way. I mean, and my thing is this. I don't believe in like quoting a whole bunch of scripture up and down, what have you. I believe in showing it with my actions. And
Word.
if anyone wants to
That's
hear,
cool.
and if anyone wants to hear me why I believe, that's fine. But I don't believe in like, I'm not gonna like, you're gonna burn in hell. Don't you know you have to be born again? Blah 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 blah. No, because
Oh
really,
no, but those are the religious fanatics that use religion as a means to pass judgment on other people. I don't like them. I don't like them because they're not being genuine. They're not really about the positive things that could be had with religion. They're about the fanaticism and then passing judgment on others because they see themselves as being superior to others because according to them they're saved, and the rest of us are a bunch of heathens that we're gonna burn in hell or something like that. Whatever.
okay,
Like
but you
that's
know
what else.
something. Okay, but you
Mhm.
know something, Ramon. The thing is, and one thing I'm gonna make it clear. Yes, I have come to the saving knowledge of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But that does not mean I'm better than anybody else. And for all I know, maybe all of you are closer to God than I am.
Yeah. I hear you.
Because let me tell you, God will humble you real good if you get an ego.
Oh
God will
yeah.
humble you. I mean, he'll allow certain things to happen or certain people to get into your life to remind you, that you need to humble yourself. God is very good in doing that.
Mhm. Yeah.
Jose, the only thing I'm gonna tell you because I gotta go before my kids start fucking going nuts.
Okay, no problem.
Uh, okay.
Just yeah, just listen. With that with the woman in DR, bro, like I'm gonna tell you right now, if there's any possible way you could move out of New York and you could retire and you could live comfortably down south, where we're at, I would recommend. I'm telling you, it's once she goes through that first winter, it's gonna suck, dude. It's going to, if you bring her up, when you go through that, I wouldn't put it past her if she just fucking turned right back around and she left. It is
Yeah,
not, it's not, it's,
I advise strongly against that. Bringing her in the middle of the winter.
yeah, and especially, dude, to the Bronx, nah,
Mhm.
boy, nah, nigga, nah. Don't listen, man. Jose,
Okay.
if you can retire, if you and you can get your nice pension and you can live comfortably, I'm telling you, man, start looking like it's at Myrtle Beach. Look at Georgia, Tennessee's got is starting to fill up with a lot of retirees. You know what I'm saying? Go to a place where it's going to be nice and warm. And the thing about it, if you like the Four Seasons, you'll still get that in the Carolinas. You'll still get the Four Seasons in the Carolinas. It's just that the winters are going to be very, very short. You understand?
Okay.
And and
Well,
you know, and I'm telling you, I'm just saying, if you want to last, if you want it to last, and the moment she gets her green card, you better put a magnifying glass on her to make sure she's not gonna act funny on you. I'm telling, dude, I'm half Dominican. I know what I'm talking about. All right, I've seen it with other people. Trust me on this.
yeah, you know what? I believe me. One of that's something that that's going to be discussed, because really the original plan was to go there in December, not for her to come over here. So it was her suggestion to come to New
Mm,
York in the winter. So
tough, tough, man. You know, that's gonna be rough. But
Hope
anyway.
Yeah,
it works
it
out
will.
for
It
the
will.
best.
Hmm?
okay, well, I do know it can get a little slightly chilly here in winter in New York in the wintertime.
Slightly.
That's what I'm
Th- th-
understatement.
this is- Don't start with that.
Slightly. Slightly. Man, fuck that, dude. I'm telling you, I would never want to move back, bro. I would never want to move back. Hopefully, God willing, I will never ever have to have make that choice because I would be fucking miserable if I had to move back to New York.
Yo, my mom said that too. She moved to Georgia like 2 years ago. She was like, I'm never coming back. F New York. Like, I'm good. Like, I'm not. Like, she does not. She doesn't want to visit New York.
I mean,
Well,
I was in New York for 6 weeks, you know, dealing with family issues, man. But I was like towards the end, I was like starting to freak the fuck out. I was like, I got to get out of here. Like, I got to leave. And there was one night I couldn't sleep anymore, and I said, "Well, you know what? My problems have seemed to be resolved. I'm getting." And it was literally at 3 o'clock in the morning. I ended up buying my plane ticket to get the fuck out. And I'm telling you, I would not want to move back. I would
Wow.
not, I would not want to move back. You know, New York was good. I made a lot of money. New York was good to me, but I would not want to move back. I'm happy where I'm at.
well, to be perfectly honest, I do plan to leave New York one after I retire. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, but you're gonna be staying in the northeast, so you're gonna be
No, no, no,
staying
no.
in that weather madness.
Listen, Jose. Listen to me.
Yes.
A Kango, a golf cart, a nice condo, and a big fucking gun. And you could have your Bible too if you want.
Uh,
Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. You're gonna love it down here. Trust me. I could just see it, and then your little Kango with your little sunglasses, and you're driving your little golf cart, and you just got the biggest fucking gun on your side. I could just it'll be so perfect. Trust me on this. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You go to the range, you squeeze a few rounds, you go to church, you get possessed by the Holy Ghost. You're gonna love it, dude. It's that's you need to come down here, man. You need to come down here.
Okay.
mm,
Well.
Anyway, guys, I gotta go, man. So I just dropped
All
in.
right. Thanks.
Hope everybody.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Marcel. Take care.
You got it, brother.
take it
All
easy,
right.
man.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. But like I said, it doesn't get too cold in New York. It hasn't been cold in a long time. I mean, for me to be cold, it has to be like at least zero.
Enough. I'm gonna get hypothermia. You keep talking like that.
Oh, come on. You know deep down you want to be a part of the golden sphere.
No, no, no.
Just think about all the fun that you can have. You can go skiing in
Uh,
upstate New York. You can, I mean, you can go ice skating in at Rockefeller Center. I I mean, you can go on. I mean, think about it. You can't do that in Puerto Rico.
I don't want to do that in Puerto Rico. I want to be nice and warm at the beach in Puerto Rico. That's what I want.
I mean, you can
That's
go to the
perfect.
beach. And,
That's perfect. People that live in that polar bear weather that you like so much, they a lot of the people that live in that they flee that weather and go to Puerto Rico so they can get some sun, so they can get some actual nice weather. But enough of that. Enough of that. I mean, if we can, if we can make it about we can touch on something else.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's just that I'm just having such a good time.
I know. I know. I know. Yeah,
But
but take into consideration what Marcel was saying. Maybe you need to a change of scenery. Maybe you need a change of weather and upgrade because going to Florida, that would be an upgrade. You don't have to deal with this weather madness.
but you know what? I will miss the cold though. I will have to come to New York in the wintertime.
You you won't. You spend 1 year in a place like Florida where there is actual nice weather. You're gonna be seeing cold. What cold? You're not gonna be
I
so
mean,
cold.
think about it, Ramon. Imagine being in Times Square on New Year's Eve, watching the ball drop, being there with
Overrated. That's overrated.
just think you
That's
sitting
nice
standing
that's
there,
for the tourists. That's for the tourists. You have been there for all your life. What's so special about that?
and then after the ball drop, you get to be hugged and kissed by strangers.
Ew. Ew.
Exactly. Ew.
Like what the heck? No. No, no.
Oh, come on. You don't know what fun is until you actually spend New Year's Eve or better yet, go to Fifth Avenue and watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade in that nice
Mm-hmm.
cool weather at Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
Think
Mm-hmm.
about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll think about
He's
it
like,
and let
I'm
you read
good. I
that.
don't care. I'm good. Ramon's like, I'm good. I don't care. Thought about it. Been there, done that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Ay, ay, ay.
So if any no, you know, if anybody else wants to join the panel, by all means do so because otherwise I'll start to rack this up because people do have lives. I'm not gonna do no 9, 10 hour stream. I mean, God
Mm-hmm.
bless it for those that are able to do those long streams. I think three. I mean, I think the longest I ever done was about three and hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. That's all.
intimidated by long streams. It took me 3 days to watch this video Ramon sent me.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was one of the older Christina streams. It was a long one. It was a long one. But yeah, I hope
It
that
was six
you were
hours and 44 minutes, but it was good. It was good. Sorry about the background. It was a little
Okay.
spicy a bit, but it was really good.
yeah, yeah. I know that you were gonna get into that part. When it comes to it getting a little bit righteousness, it's not my thing. But I figured that maybe you were into that, so you could get some entertaining value, entertainment value out of it. So that's
Well,
good. That's good that you liked it.
well,
Yes.
going back to the topic, the fact of the matter, there have been YouTube creators that have been threatened. I know a couple that's been threatened, and unfortunately, one they may force allegations of child abuse and what have you, and then you have someone actually, put their personal documentation out for everyone to see. So I mean, that's a scary thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah. Well, as long as they're not trying to strike down your channel, I guess you can just let them think whatever. It doesn't matter.
yeah, but something. One thing I'm gonna ask that make sure that my moderators are there this Thursday because we're gonna be talking about what was the set of circumstances for us when we lost our virginity. Because no, I'm afraid there might be some moron that will try to show his organ,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak. So what I'm going to do for Thursday, anybody that does not know, they're going to have to cam up.
Mm.
And that's, they're going to have to cam up. If they can't, I mean, if they're not going to camp, and if they're okay, I'm not talking about the people that I know that come here regularly, but those who are not known, they're going to have to cam up. Because the last thing I want is that some idiot comes on the platform and then shows his organ, and then I'm gonna have to like put the stream in private.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got this. You got great moderators that support and help you, so it'll be a great show.
Yes, that is true. So if no one else, okay, do you have anything else that you should share regarding the topic, guys?
No, I mean it's like
Um,
yeah, no. Basically, just about everything has been said. I mean, I believe that we're just gonna have to watch out for them and not take him seriously. As long as it is just a little bit of trying to get attention or something like that, you can say, yeah, whatever. Go somewhere else with that. But as long as they're not trying to dox or they're trying to report you, have your channel taken down, there shouldn't be an issue with that. So whatever, let them talk their shit.
Okay. So, Kayfit, you have anything you wish to add to the topic?
not much, but happy I haven't experienced it yet, and I feel like I'm still more prepared if I do experience it because I've heard it here first. So, thanks for the educational tip as always.
Mm.
Okay, but seriously, Kayfit, you need to have some moderators because it's kind of hard when you have to like do your stream and then make sure people don't enter any inappropriate comments and what have you. I mean, I'm fortunate to have some real great moderators, and I just want to say a huge shout out to the moderators. Okay, and Denise is saying, Jose will be getting all the subs now.
Mm.
Denise, the last time I checked,
Ow.
Denise, the last time I checked, I think you have almost three times the subs I have. Don't tell me you're getting jealous now.
Yeah, like
Spicy. She says people like the spicy sense where
spicy
Jose's
sense.
from. I like
Spicy
that.
sense. Okay, all right.
Okay, but you know what? No lie. The whole purpose of for season 4 of Uncommon Sense is that like like the beginning of the week that's when you have the serious topic, and then like on Thursday that's when it gets a little spicy, and then on Friday um you get more like an open forum loose kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
okay, so
I
I'm gonna.
noticed that too. People want to be there for the spice. When you're trying to educate or talk about, important facts, people don't show up. But if you're talking about something spicy, they are there early, they are on the stream, they are in the chat. But if you're trying to educate and make awareness about something, people are like, oh yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
so.
yeah, yeah. You had to talk about something ratchet. People show up. I guess we're gonna have to be talking about something dirty, and people will show up.
Yeah, something kinky.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Is
for
that your
many.
thing? You talk about kinky things?
No, senor, not me. I'm innocent. I'm a virgin to this YouTube life. I don't do no such talk.
Okay, okay. All right. No, there was a certain
Okay,
live
I'm
stream
okay.
in
Let me
which I got
close.
involved, but it was late, and it was on Morena's channel, and yeah, yeah, we were talking about some sexual stuff. I mean, But
Like
then
I
again,
want to talk about stuff like that, but I feel like it goes against the brand. Like the things I would love to talk about, I feel like, ooh, K-Fit should not be up here talking about that. So I've been
well,
invited to talk about these things on other platforms like Facebook, but I got my business stuff there, so it has to be done tastefully for me to want to
uh,
participate.
yeah, well, as long as it is part of the human experience, I guess one can you can touch on those things
I'll be right
and
back.
do it tactfully. I mean, not do it in a crass or vulgar manner.
Yeah, like Danielle and I, we have
Okay.
a group on Facebook, and it's kind of like Wine and FaceTime, but it's more like X-rated. And I'm like,
Hmm.
ooh, I gotta pull back sometimes from certain things because I just don't want to get it misconstrued.
Okay, can you send me a link to
Okay.
any of that so I can see a little bit?
Okay, when Jose finished speaking, I will.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Excuse me. I just want to acknowledge the fact that my cyber daughter is on the chat on the panel. Good evening, daughter.
Good evening.
Hey, Denise, what's going on?
Hi.
Hello. I was just on Art's live, so I was finishing over there while still listening to uh you know to Jose and his desire for surfing in Miami in a year and a half.
Yeah, he's gonna be chilling at the beach with a Cuban cigar on hand, and
With a Glock.
Yeah, and
yeah.
he'll be sipping mojitos and peñones and luquillo, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
MK's favorite drink, the tamarindo large mojitos.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Cool.
Okay.
Tema por qué el reggaetón y el trap jala tanto las corvejas. Well, that has been going on since the 90s. Those are the project girls, the fleje, as we also call them. But yeah, we will have to elaborate on that later on. Yeah, something that Marcel was saying there. Yeah, for those that wouldn't understand that, it's talking about why reggaeton and trap will draw in certain type of women, but that will be our version of the ratchets. That's basically what will be.
Oh my God, I love reggaeton and Maya Ratchet.
Ah, no,
I love me
it
Ayalera,
some reggaeton.
ayalera,
Oh my
ayalera.
God, I be in the house cleaning to that shit and everything, cooking, working out. That's my shit.
it depends where you twerk. If you, as long as you don't, as long as you're not twerking on Instagram for trying to get attention, then I guess
Oh
you're fine.
no.
You do that. You do
Could
it
you,
in private. Yeah, that you're
Ramon,
fine.
Ramon, could you imagine me twerking?
No, no, no. I don't want to imagine. That's
Jose
Me
first.
neither. We don't want that mental picture. The mental
no.
picture that we want is you on shorts, a Hawaiian shirt, surfing on Miami.
Yeah, or a guayabera,
May-
or a guayabera. On.
Yeah.
Maybe I do a TikTok video of me twerking.
Uh,
Oh my God.
no, no,
You probably get like
no,
billion views.
Don't do that.
no. You're gonna
For
hurt yourself.
Christ's sake, no.
You're gonna hurt yourself and our vision.
Make sure you get
Por
your
el
outfit
amor,
together.
por el amor de Dios. No.
Yeah, no, don't Jose, no.
No, thank you.
And caption your video straight out of Parkchester.
Oh my God. Don't encourage this, K-Fit. Don't encourage it.
No. Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
motivate him. Don't motivate
First
him.
of all, Parkchester is the jewel of the Bronx.
No, it's not.
Yeah, we're
It's
hurt.
imagine if we say, "Oh, let's find a jewel in the trash can." That doesn't make a jewel. Come on.
Yo, but
We
God,
need
have
to-
you guys tried to twerk? That shit is fucking hard. I give it up to those strippers. That shit
I
is
don't know
hard.
how to twerk.
Me neither,
Honestly,
girl. I got this booty, but it don't do what them girls do.
Me neither. I'm like, I'm probably competent.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
Well,
breathing
You know
all
what?
short and trying to catch my breath. I said, "Well, I need a break," and I just started.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my
When it comes to the strippers, I mean, I think that they
They're
take classes.
talented. They got that shit.
We need to go to twerk school for that. I think. I don't think.
Yeah, someone
we
needs to
can
do the
just-
YouTube channel, Twerking 101.
Yeah, and teach.
You know what?
So we
I
can
can-
practice this at home.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure MK will love
you know-
for me to learn.
Girl, he will love it.
No,
know what?
but
I'm
you
getting-
keep
you know
it
what?
to
I'm
yourself.
getting-
Jose wants to do it publicly.
No.
Because they starting something with the
Yeah,
twerking.
No, Jose, don't twerk in
Could you imagine?
public.
What? Boomer twerking with Don
Jesus,
Jose.
you're gonna injure yourself. That I predict a torn ACL already. Don't.
I will give you some
even-
K figure if you can show that rump. You know, I have some K figure that leggings that fit you nice for this twerk video.
No, you can get that visual if you want. I don't want to see it. I mean, not for me.
I
No
mean, come
thanks.
on. I mean, come on. I might create a new sensation by me twerking.
You know what?
Very true. There's a market. You're creating a market that hasn't been created. You got this, Jose.
Yeah,
I mean, just
maybe
think
you
about
could,
it.
but I don't
And-
want.
and-
I don't want anything to do with it.
Yo, I want my mom to be in this too. My mom needs to learn how to twerk too, and she's like so old school. She's like, "What? I don't wear thongs. I don't like those tight clothes. That's trashy. My mother taught me better than that. You have to let the man imagine you. You can't let it happen hanging out." So she's totally against twerking and all kind of things that are happening in 2022.
Mm. Yeah, that whole city girl shit. Nah.
Okay, well, well, let me just now the theme for season 4, it's going to be separating truth from fiction.
Separated from fiction when it comes to what? In what area, what aspects of society, media? What are you talking about?
Well, basically, there's a lot of stuff that's out there that's supposed to be true, but it's really fiction. So basically, what season 4 is going to be trying to separate it and actually bring out
okay,
the actual
okay.
truth.
All
It's
right.
like my favorite
So-
TV show, Ancient Aliens. They say conspiracy theorists say.
Okay.
I like those kind of topics, you know, when it's not truth, it's not fiction, or it's somewhere in between. Those kind of sci-fi shows that talk about, like, you know, National Geographic stuff, or animals, or Earth, or stars, or planets, and, you know, how we became, you know, evolution. And they always have these conspiracy theorists up there giving you the alternative view that no one discusses.
Oh, I see. Okay. I guess you that could be touched on. Sure.
Yeah, because when it comes to truth or lies, you know, there's a lot of gray areas where people feel like they have these facts and statistics and these records and these videos and this data. Depending on what area or avenue Jose is going to draw it in, whether it's going to be like, you know, history or politics, you know, I'm not sure which avenue he's going to go with the truth or lies segment. But yeah, people get really opinionated and touchy, you know, when they feel like they know
Hello?
history and facts and data.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm telling you? That Jose's worst troll is Cricket Wireless.
Oh,
Oh, like you never had a problem with your server connection,
One time only one time.
but you had it, right?
Only one time. You have had
Why
issues
didn't you-
for like 6 months now. It's been almost a year of you.
Somebody's probably on his
So-
Wi-Fi too. He probably needs a stronger Wi-Fi password, like to his router or his modem.
I think it's that Jose has what you don't know, K-Fit, is that Jose bought his modem when Tupac was still around. So, he doesn't want to replace it. He doesn't want to replace it. So constantly he grabs his laptop and smash it against the wall. And we can hear him punch the computer like a boomer, typical boomer. Violence with technology.
No,
Punching the computer.
it only
He
happens
is not
once.
so Jose.
You can hear him. And he's like,
Oh my God, Jose, say something.
that's Jose's Wi-Fi.
That's the struggle.
Jose is still on American Online. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah. Casey was mentioning something about that. She had an AOL account and all. I remember that. Oh shit!
For sure.
You know what? You know what? That's so funny. I forgot to laugh.
Oh, it is funny. It is funny.
Funny as hell. Just that you don't like it because you know that your internet be trolling you for months now.
So what you think?
I
So what
love-
you guys think of?
Look, if
So
you
what
don't
you guys
believe me, if you don't believe me, go to several of his streams and just go to the end when sometimes his Wi-Fi doesn't let him end the broadcast, and you hear him like,
Oh my God, I've heard that before.
Sometimes you cannot hear it. You cannot hear it going like.
Oh no.
yeah, you hear him.
You hear the banging going like.
And you hear him like this on the keyboard, like,
Hi, people.
Daughter, I thought you loved me. You used to be my
Oh,
favorite.
Va a sacar la chancleta. Va a sacar la
ya,
chancleta.
ya va a sacar, ya tú vas a ver.
He's gonna pull out the flip flop. Gonna hit us
Yeah.
with it. Ay.
Now,
That was
what
a
you
good
guys?
laugh, though.
Now, what do you guys think? What you guys think about the thing separating truth from fiction?
What are you basing it on? Is it going to be various topics of discussion, or are you going to drive it towards one avenue?
No, it's gonna be various topics where I'm gonna try to sift through the truth.
I like it. I think it opens up the door for conspiracy theorists to come in and challenge your topics and discussions.
Okay. Of course, Thursday we're gonna be talking about the circumstances to where we lost our virginity.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk about that one because my loss of virginity wasn't the best. So I will admit that I don't know if that's something that I want to talk about because it was. Well, it wasn't planned. It's one of those things that just happened. The opportunity came up. I took advantage of it, but it wasn't the best thing because of course, I didn't know what I was doing. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but Ramon, I want to get the tea.
I'm not gonna talk about that out of respect for my husband. But
Okay.
yeah, but I will definitely Ramon, tú no te debes a nadie. So you can talk about it. K-Fit, you can talk about it. Jose, you can definitely talk about it. So
Yes, because I have a very unique situation.
Spill the tea. Okay? Don't be shy.
I mean, I definitely did a stream about that on my platform, and my story was not great. So I'll definitely probably chime in. I have a show with my dad that day at 7, so it depends what time you're going live.
It's going to be 8 o'clock. It'll probably last It might last for 3 hours. I don't know, depending because it seems like spicy topics like that you should go past 2 hours easily.
People like
Mhm.
People like
spicy
sex.
spicy
People like
sense
sex. So what?
spicy,
Yeah.
spicy sense with Jose Negron.
Make sure you mention, your discretion is advised. We use condoms. We didn't use condoms. Don't worry about my business.
Ah,
No, no,
yeah,
but
that's true.
definitely this could. Yeah, but definitely this going to be a disclaimer. With all due respect, anyone that's under the age of 21, we're going to request that you do not participate in this stream because it can get a little spicy. Even though I'm going to try to keep it within the confines of, the good people of YouTube, because I don't want my
That's
channel being
never
flagged.
going to happen when it comes to sex. It's gonna
No.
it's gonna go it's gonna go to hell.
I can see your
Oh yeah,
chat now.
yeah.
People
It's
asking you,
gonna go to
what the
hell,
titties
Jose.
look like, what the booty look like. Did you do oral? I can see the chat now. It's gonna be on fire.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah,
that
yeah. Oh, all kinds of all kind of questions
it's
are gonna be
gonna go
going
to
on.
hell.
They're
I
gonna be
mean, it's
like, how the hell a JJ smell? I can see it now.
Ew.
oh, did it smell like rotten fish, or was it
Ew,
clean, or was it?
Ramon. Jesus Christ, that's
Did you
disgusting.
kiss the flower? Did you finger pop? I can see
That
it. This
has
is
always
gross.
okay, what's a finger pop?
Oh my god, a finger pop is when they stick the finger, in there.
Oh, well, you know,
Oh,
that's
okay,
not
to
my
get to the gift shop.
plan.
That what you mean?
I mean, they
To,
do that when they're little because you don't know how to have sex. So they think they use the finger. They're doing the same thing when they're little. They don't know how to control themselves. So finger pop is like we're doing sex, without the actual penetration. It's
Ew.
my finger. They call it finger pop in
Uh,
oh,
NYC.
okay. Yeah, yeah. Marcel in the chat is saying, mentioning babbing. I mean, that is the most disgusting thing that a woman can do. That shit is nasty.
What
Casey, do you
is
know what
that?
Bobbing is when you use supposedly there is this whole thing that the feminists are talking about, this disgusting dirty ass stank feminists. They're talking about that you carry that you as a woman in your vaginal secretions you have pheromones, and what you do is that you take your vaginal secretions and you rub them on you, and on kind of like you put it on your neck or you put it on your wrist, and supposedly those pheromones are gonna attract a man. That is a whole bunch of garbage. We evolved out of the pheromones like a long time ago. We may have a small quantity, a small amount of pheromones that we supposedly produce, but that's usually the man. That's usually the males, us, the men that produce the pheromones to attract the female of our species. But there is this very uninformed women.
Jose again went away.
Yeah, he
Okay.
left us again with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Cricket
yeah.
Wireless.
But I've heard of that, Ramon, about the women using that pheromone. Like, not for nothing, I heard about women doing that back in the day. Like, it wasn't like a popular thing to talk about, but yeah, I heard about
Mhm.
women doing that thing.
Yeah,
So
but
that's
but
been the
I
thing.
did read a little bit of on the pheromone thing, but that was the man that would produce pheromone at one time. Our ancestors may have done that, but now because we have communication, we talk and we do this things differently. Then if we produce pheromones in such a small amount, in such a small quantity, it's too minute, too small of a quantity for it to be effective. But that whole thing about the
Yeah,
body,
it's
that
definitely
is
not like
that,
too
that
small.
that shit is disgusting, because it's basically you taking your vaginal fluids and rubbing it on you like perfume, and supposedly you got these pheromones that are gonna attract a man to you. How about how
I mean,
about
I think it's not that bad. If it's your
it
husband
is
or
bad.
something, he
It is
likes
bad.
that smell on you. You're his wife. He
Wait,
likes
wait,
your
wait, wait,
scent.
wait.
No, 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 no.
What
It
are
is
we
bad.
talking about it?
It is bad.
What
It
are
is
we
bad.
talking about here?
You're gonna be walking around smelling like
I
fish.
mean, I'm not
Excuse
saying
me.
I'm gonna do that.
Excuse me. Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
What happened, Jose?
Yeah, yeah, don Jose.
Okay. Okay, I'm just having some trouble trying to add Rakim on to.
If
Man,
you're
trouble,
if
I
you're
feel
Hey,
like.
if that that's
Rakim, if you
cricket.
can hear me, Rakim, if you can hear me, click out and click back in because that could stay happening. Okay,
Yeah,
Rakim,
yeah.
click out
Jose's
of the backstage and click back in. Try that because that's usually what I do when I have this
Yeah,
problem.
can you guys?
no,
You
it's
see?
it's 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 Jose. Look, Jose's internet is his worst enemy. So
Okay,
you gotta work around it. You gotta exit and then come back.
yeah. Click out and click back in. Try that, Rakim, because
Well, Jose,
No,
you could
no
also
Jose,
try
one,
turning other
no
devices
one,
off your Wi-Fi.
no one trolls Jose harder than his own internet. Okay, so you gotta exit and come back in.
yeah, because he's gonna have to he's gonna have to reconnect to the internet in this way.
Boy. Oh man, y'all trolling. Jose, I'm gonna give you a virtual hug. I'm
That's
sorry they did
cold.
that.
That's cold.
I'm playing, Don Jose. I'm
Now I
playing.
think now Rakim can come up. Jose already dialed
Yeah,
up.
maybe he can.
Oh, he mad at us. We gonna punish me. He left us. Oh my God, we're in trouble, Denise. Look what you did now. Now I'm guilty by association. I was trying not to laugh.
The modem failed.
Oh man, now we on punishment.
Oh, man, nos van a dar una pela, Denis.
Ya mismo, nos van a caer encima.
We're gonna get pam.
Hi, Rakim. Hi, Jose.
Hey.
Hey, shout out to everybody. That was pretty funny. Shout out, shout out to K Fit. Shout out to my boy, the introvert Boricua. Shout out to my sis Denise, and shout out to my YouTube dad, Jose Negron. How's everybody doing tonight?
Okay,
Good,
you know
good.
what? You know what?
Okay, we're doing okay.
You know what?
Having
I
a good
think
laugh.
I think Denise is using brujeria against me.
No, now it's my fault. Not your crappy internet. You see how you dialed? We all heard it. Even Smoothie said it's audio torture. That you need better internet. And immediately you and Rakim pop back in. He has
Yeah,
to
no, I
dial
was
the internet every time he wants to bring someone in.
Jose. Your internet got me getting the Jazzy Jeff treatment off the Fresh Prince. I keep getting kicked in
Yeah,
and out
we
of
good.
the stream yard.
Okay, I want to acknowledge the fact that Don Armando was here. Just for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar, supposedly the topic is why do we have trolls? Not the fact that my Wi-Fi is somewhat deficient.
Sucks
It's its own
ass.
troll. It's
He said supposedly the topic is.
His Wi-Fi trolls a lot. His Wi-Fi has a smear campaign.
So as you know, I got trolls, well, whatsoever, and I don't really care.
Look, I don't know what's happening now. His microphone also has a smear campaign on Jose.
Oh, the microphone
No,
too. The
what it
microphone
is,
too.
no, what it is, Denise is doing brujeria against me.
No, stop. No, but look, you guys were talking about something about pheromones and smelling like the JJ. What
Yeah,
was
the
that
whole
all
bobbing.
about?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it's
whole
called
bobbing
bad.
thing that Mateo was mentioning. Bobbing
Babbing?
yeah. As
What's that
in
supposed
backing
to
out.
be?
Yeah,
That's
bobbing
the
is
most
spelled
disgusting thing you can think of.
exactly. As I was saying, I mean, Maceo put the term.
Yeah,
V
but
as
after
in-
what? After what Smoothio said that she regrets looking it up, I don't want to look it up. I want to know what it is.
Yeah, because it's disgusting. It's basically you taking your vaginal secretions and rubbing it on you like perfume, because supposedly that has pheromones
Ew.
that will attract a man. It's
What?
disgusting. You're gonna be stinking like fish walking around,
What?
because
No,
usually,
hold
you
on.
know,
No,
Hold on.
not fish.
No, no, no,
well,
no,
the
no,
woman,
no.
these feminists that don't shower every day, that don't know how to
Ew.
take care of their own vajayjay, as you call them,
Look,
they're gonna be stinking like fish.
okay,
You know
look,
this?
I'm gonna say this for the ladies out here. But if your vagina has a smell, you
Yeah.
need to book an appointment today with your OB.
Hmm.
I'm not. It's not funny. It's not. That's not supposed to have a smell.
Does it have to do with the whole pH balance?
It could be. It could be bacterial vaginosis. It could be a yeast infection. It could be a number of things.
That's why a lot of
Mhm.
these women got to eat healthy and drink alkaline water. Yeah, because you
Disgusting.
Yeah.
don't want to be
No,
walking around with that balance off.
yeah, yeah.
Gross.
You're gonna be thinking like that. Those are the same women that don't know how to be nice. If they just be nice to men, they don't need to rub vaginal juice on them. I mean,
Ew.
just be
Not
nice.
only that, if
Shower.
your vajayjay smells, you need extra panty liners, an extra set of panties with you every day, vaginal deodorant,
Yeah.
vaginal wipes. Vagisil work just fine. That brand is really nice. And
Mhm.
your appointment with an OB. It's not normal. Your vajayjay is not supposed to smell. Gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Denise, can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, if you had the choice of being buried in snow or vaping, what would you choose?
Well, I guess people won't know it because it doesn't smell like fish, but I will be doing it. I'm not gonna be buried in snow.
And I actually heard of this term, but as far as I heard, you don't do it to attract the man. You do it like, before you're about to have sex with the man. It's not to like lure all people to your scent. And I heard
Right.
this years ago. Like when I was a kid, I heard women did this. But I don't think it's to allure any man. It's like pretty much, something to intensify the encounter, I guess.
Well, in the program that I saw, and another YouTube creator put out a video about that and put up the and showed the video that was on a website in which they were talking about that women can do that because supposedly it has female pheromones that can attract a man. Maybe they could be doing it for what you are saying, K-Fit, but either or,
But
in
but
whatever
how would
situation,
that?
it's still nasty.
Okay, this is a question for the males.
Yeah.
Does that really attract a man?
No, it's a turn off.
Hell
Well,
Spank.
That's
Smelling all stank
disgusting.
is a turn off. I mean, it will give
You
me
see what I
erectile
avoid, people?
dysfunction right then and there.
Look, there's two things I avoid: hugging people I don't know and handshakes.
Mhm.
I avoid them like the plague. If you see me on the street and you try to give me your hand and I don't know you, don't get offended. I avoid handshakes because I don't know where your hands have been. Okay, you probably
Mhm.
scratch your booty, touch your dick. I don't want none of that bacteria on my hand, my precious hands. No.
So Denise, when I come to meet you in LA, you mean you're gonna be doing like one of hand gestures? I mean, it's not like we're complete
Little
strangers.
elbows. Our elbows will touch. I love COVID. I love the era of COVID-19 when we had to keep 6 feet away from people. I loved
Yeah,
it.
but think about it. In Times Square, when you see the ball drop, after that, people are hugging each other and kissing each other. It's a beautiful sight.
The beautiful thing about this, is you can bring a taser and tase whoever comes near you.
Yeah, if you're in New York doing that, they'll put you in jail.
I'll just say someone tried to stab me. Someone had a knife.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to acknowledge that Danny's in the chat, and he actually put the comment. How about J Ajax and vinegar along with Steel World Pat, ladies?
Ew. Yeah, just
That's
Rocky,
crazy. Mhm.
Rocky. The topic was originally why do we have trolls? It's the same kind of too. I mean, this is kind of the stuff I was expecting for Thursday. So, Rocky, what you got to think about the topic?
Oh man, trolls exist in every facet of life. You got trolls in the workplace. You got trolls online. Hell, you even got people that troll in your face when you was growing up. That's what a bully was. A bully wasn't nothing but a person that will real life troll you in your face. So trolls exist in all facets of life. You got some that even you may give your friends a hard time with joking and different things like that. That can be a form of trolling. But then you got some people that are malicious and have malicious intent, and are just hateful people in real life that may try to do the most damages type of trolling. So it's something that you got to get used to in life. We all have to have thick skin, and you better learn how to troll back, and you better learn how to get on somebody
Okay.
back. You know.
Okay, I just want to acknowledge the fact that Terrell is on the chat, and also I don't know if this is Alexandra Ocasio Cortez or this is a well, AOC. Thank you, people,
AOC.
for being. Well, that's what the person says. So I don't know. And then
All
Tell
right.
says, "Time to troll the troll." Interesting. So,
Yeah, so that's just something
but you
that you
know,
have to get used to.
Yeah, you have to use them to
yeah.
your advantage.
Yeah, well, we went over that when it comes to the whole trolling thing. As long as it's just a back and forth and to make the chat more lively, I guess that's okay. As long as they don't get disrespectful and one doesn't have to block them, then I guess hey, let them express themselves. They're showing how much of a fan they are to the content creator, because that's usually what it is. I mean, the content creator is important to them. That's why they're in the live stream. They care.
Now let me just read the comment that Denny was done. AOC looks like she smells like chicken of the sea. I'm just saying.
like like,
Ew.
like tuna. That will be that is, chicken on the sea, tuna, albacore.
Okay, okay. Terrell, the topic. Well, okay. Again, the topic. What we're supposed to be talking about is why we have trolls. Well, apparently, it's going into bizarre sexual habits.
Hygiene habits.
Yeah, how
And
how the whole bobbing thing is not just an excuse to be
ew.
nasty. Yeah.
I don't believe that exists. I don't believe any woman today is doing that. I'm sorry. I refuse to believe that.
Don't say any, because there's a lot of women in this world.
I refuse to believe that any woman would deliberately do that disgusting thing.
Uh,
I refuse to believe that.
yeah, it's quite a few. I
Denise.
saw those same videos that Ramon was talking about, and you have women out there now. I don't know if they were so-called trolling for an audience, but if you have women out there that vab and then go out into a grocery store and think I'm just gonna stop grocery shopping and go over to talk to you because I smelt this stink, your womanless odor on your body, then you got another thing coming that is not attractive at all. Men like for women to smell like Bath and Body Works, smell like those nice perfume places y'all go to. We ain't looking for no distinct vaginal smell Nah, that ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna work.
Marcel put on the chat that vabbing is all over TikTok.
Ew. But it can be in TikTok, but that doesn't mean that it's happening though.
Now I remember one time when my God rest her soul, when my mother was alive, she had a doctor's appointment and she passed by a woman that smelled so bad of fish that she almost threw up.
Ew.
You
I've
can
se- okay, I'm gonna tell you something. We have smelled those times that they walk past you, and the bacalao smell, it's so so strong that is like you just want to run. Okay, it smells like a rat died somewhere in there. I'm just keeping it real. But
oh,
in that same light, we must say that the same can be said for some males out here that smell like a salad bar and sweaty balls.
Yeah. Oh
Let's
yeah,
keep
yeah.
it
No.
real.
Oh, it happens. It happens. It depends on what the guy is doing. If he's working outside on the sun and they sweat,
No,
of course,
no, no, no.
they're gonna
There's
smell.
there's there's guys that smell disgusting.
Well,
Even
that
when they are eating out or something, they're disgusting. And they smell. I remember when I was in college, there was a trio of dudes
mm,
that literally I had to go because we had lab during that summer. So that's like getting close. When you study for audio and you have to work at the studio, that is an enclosed floated room that has no ventilation, no windows, nothing.
yeah.
So imagine being close there with these three individuals that smell like they didn't wash. They smell like a mix of dandruff,
Mm-hmm.
dirty balls, and sweat.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
uh,
It was so disgusting. And imagine I had to grab my coffee to go, and the class started at 7 a.m. So I had my empty stomach and just coffee, and I really wanted to throw it up. So
Yeah,
my solution was bring a Febreze to school.
yeah.
That was it because they smell so bad. I've seen this. They smell horrendously because hygiene is not common amongst many people. Let's keep it
uh,
real.
Yeah,
Denise.
can I try and share something? Okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't have to-
Okay, Denise, imagine that you are in a crowded subway car in the summertime and the train stalls in the tunnel, and then the air conditioning go out, and it's full of women that smell like fish.
Ugh.
Ew. I don't think that has ever happened. I don't think that's so rare. We tend to be more on the delicate side and we're clean for the most part. Cleaner
Mm-hmm.
than many males tend to be disgusting. I've seen, look, out of every 10 males out here that walk past you, probably 3 smell good. I'm not even joking. Have you guys shopped for male wipes? There's always male's wipes. That should tell you something.
Hmm. Okay, now Denise, actually, I mean, now Danny put down, yeah, but you can always throw powder or deodorant on a certain smell as bad as it can smell. But your ladies are another level.
Are you
That's
are
in a
you
bus. No.
crazy?
It's crazy. Like, I don't understand why men always reference fish and female vajayjay. Like, if any woman's vajayjay smells like fish, there's a problem there, like a real problem. Like Denise said, that is totally not normal. That
Yeah,
is not the natural scent of what a vajayjay should smell like.
yeah.
And if there's women out there smelling like that, and you're a man and you've been with this woman intimately, you need to
Go to
find a way to
doctor.
tell her.
No, go to doctor. Forget F her. Go to the
Okay.
doctor. You have an
Yeah,
infection.
that
That's all I'm
too.
saying.
Yeah, that too. But if you care about that woman and you feel like she smells that vividly, strongly scented, like
Yeah.
seafood, you need to tell her. And yes, like Denise said, go to the doctor. Like, don't have her out there looking crazy if you know she has a problem down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's that's
Excuse me. Terrell said he had to leave. Just to say, thank you very much, Terrell, for stopping by. But I
I'm
think
trying.
what we need, but I think with all this talk about poor hygiene habits, I think it's a time that we need to stop the wrap this up. I mean, we can go on for hours talking about poor hygiene. But I think we do need to start to wrap this up. I just want to say thank you for all the people who enter their comments in the chat and thank all the people that's on the panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take closing remarks. Let's try to keep it brief. So now we're going to start with the latest member of the Colden Sphere that wants to go to Alaska during the winter time, that wants to be buried in snow, that wants to go to Times Square in shorts and sandals on New Year's Eve to watch the ball drop, the introvert Boricua.
No, no, don't say that. Don't say that. Actually, I was trying to have a chance to share something about the whole bobbing thing, but
ah,
that's fine. No, 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 that's fine.
Ramon.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
but you know what? We can. If you want to show it, just let me know and I'll show it.
No, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Never mind. Never mind.
Ramon, we can do it backstage.
Well, okay, okay, that's
Okay.
fine. I'll stay for a little bit longer, and then I'll show you because I do have a video that says something about that from another website. But something that, of course, I wanted to say, Don Jose, I appreciate you letting me on your panel, and the whole thing about the trollings. As long as they don't get disrespectful, as long as they don't start causing mayhem, as long as they don't try to dox anybody, let them be trolls. Let them be trolls. Let them promote you because they are kind of promoting you to a certain degree because they might talk about you on if they have their own streams or their own channels, they make their own videos and they mention you, they're promoting you, they're doing you a favor, so don't worry about them. As long as they're doing something
Okay.
positive like promoting you, keeping your name out there, it's going to cause curiosity from other people, so they're just promoting you, so there is nothing wrong with that. So use it to your advantage. Leave it alone. Let them be. Let them be trolls. Let them be trolls. As long as they don't get carried away with it and be disrespectful and causing problems and things like that, and they don't try to strike down your channel or report you or whatever. Let them troll. That's okay. Let's not let them work for you. Don't give them attention. Give them the minimal attention, maybe. But let them worry about you. Let them chase you. Let them show up to your page, to your stream, to your chat, and keep things moving for you. Let them work for you. Don't worry about it. And of course, I appreciate you guys also being on this panel with us, Kayfi, Denise, my dude, Rakim, and I'm just gonna stand back, hang back, and I'll wait for you guys in the backstage.
Thank you very much. And I just want to remind everybody, please subscribe to Intro Boricua. And I just want to read the comments. This is what Mother Sales said. This is how you build a YouTube channel, and it's something to get away from the racial BS. So I'm going to put you in the backstage, Ramon. Okay. And now we're going to go to K-Fit and her final remarks.
It's always great to be in all of you guys' presence. So thank you for allowing me, always and forever. And again, I haven't experienced trolls really, so this is all an educational tip for me. Hearing the experiences you've all been through, so I get a head start on knowing what to expect when my channel gets a little bit more popular. So I definitely appreciate that. And I know we talked about a whole bunch of stuff, but the ladies with the box get that fixed, and everything else we talked about super duper interesting. Vaping, I didn't know it went that deep. I definitely thought about a whole different term with vaping, but it's all good. Very interesting chat, and thank you for allowing me to be on your panel.
Okay, thank you very much. So, and the same thing. If you're not done so, please subscribe to KFit now. She usually goes live on Saturday nights at 8 o'clock, and she also do exercise videos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in the background, KFit. Thank you very much. And Now we're going to go to the 18th letter. Rakim, you'll find the words and try to keep it brief, please.
Yeah, I don't really have much to say. It's just that I mean, when it comes to trolls, trolls are a part of life. You either learn how to deal with them, or you shun them away, and but you're gonna have to learn how to deal with trolls because there's no escaping trolls, anything like that. You have to go about daily life activities, and they're always going to be around. So you learn to confront them, you learn to troll back, and and that's it. That's all I really got to say.
Okay, and I want to let people know, Rakim, if you have not done so, please subscribe to the 18th letter. He also has a YouTube channel. So let's show a little bit of love for our brother here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in the background. Thank you very much.
Take on.
Okay. Okay. And now we're going to go to the Queen of Parkchester, the Queen of the Golden Spear, who loves cold weather and wants to go to Times Square. Wants to go to Times Square to watch the ball drop on New Year's Eve. Denise Gonzalez.
Oh my God. I'm gonna talk to the tropical king that wants to surf in the waters of Miami Beach and wants to wear a guayabera and go to Piñones under the sun and get a nice tan sipping a mojito. I'm like, thank you, Jose, for having me on. And like I said, uh, trolls are needed. Use them for your advertisement. The devil works hard, but they work harder. Unless they get into the harassing, violent, psychotic behavior, in that case, notify the FBI for cyber harassment. They think it's cyberbullying, but that's not an actual felony. Cyber harassment is. So, but if it's not like that, like I said, the devil works hard, they work harder. Use them to your advantage. See the healthy part of that situation. Um, and well, regarding Jose's trolls, like I said, no one trolls him harder than Cricket Wireless. That's his biggest troll. So Jose, thank you for having me on, and thank you everyone that showed up. It was a very nice stream.
Yes, thank you very much. And I just want to let people know if you have not done so, please subscribe to Latin Splaining. Even though on the next stream, I think what she's going to be doing, she's going to be roasting the heck out of the baby boomers. Like we should not be on planet Earth.
It's
But
not roasting. I'm literally. You guys are gonna love it.
okay,
So come through. You guys are gonna love it.
okay, fine. What time you going to be on Wednesday? Is it 5 o'clock your time?
Yeah, Wednesday, 5 o'clock.
Okay, thank you very much. And I love you very much. And I only need of those I love very much. So I'm gonna put you in the background. If you can stay, stay. If not, I can understand. And thank you very much for your input. And I'm gonna put you in the background. Now I'm gonna give you my remarks. The fact of the matter is, trolling exists. For the most part, it's harmless until it gets to the point when it gets to be cyber harassment. Then you have to take appropriate actions, whether it be contacting the platform or contacting the authorities. Now, tomorrow is going to be a short stream. Tomorrow is the anniversary of my older brother's passing, so I'm going to be on. I think it's going to be 7 o'clock. So I'm just going to be. It's going to be a short video regarding some observations regarding the life of my brother. You know, it's been 7 years since he passed away, but he lives in my heart. So I just want to thank everybody who saw fit to allow me to enter their platforms. I thank everyone who has entered a comment in the chat or have entered the panel. So, of course, I'm going to close the same way I always close. Do not let the errors of the past damage your future. And we must do everything possible to minimize our contact with the mentally and intellectually challenged, because if we fail to do so, we will be infected by their stupidity and massive insanity. That being said, this has been another episode of Uncommon Sense. And I'm going to wish everybody good night.
Be strong.